Well, folks. Good day and greetings from Loma Vista Memorial Park in Fullerton, California. We have buried here a former president of Cambodia. Yeah, his name is Lon Nol. You can see his gravestone over here. He was born November 13th, 1913. He was a Cambodian military officer. He was a politician. He was the prime minister twice, defense minister, provincial governor, a right-wing nationalist. He led the military coup of 1970 against King Sihanouk. He abolished the monarchy and established the short-lived Khmer Republic. It was a semi-presidential republic, but it was actually, it became a dictatorship. This Khmer Republic had control of Cambodia for about 5 years. If you remember the IndoChina War, mid-20th century, this was the time that the United States got involved in the conflict in Vietnam, the North Vietnamese versus the South. Should we call the North Vietnam was communist, the South was democratic, not communist. Cambodia was a very important piece of that conflict because we were using Cambodia at the time. The United States, our soldiers were using Cambodia in order to store and run supplies to our troops and to the South Vietnamese troops. Well, this guy, Lon Nol, sided with us and with South Vietnam against North Vietnam. Here's the problem, though. He didn't really have the support of his people because he abolished the traditional monarchy. And when you go against tradition in any country, it's very easily liable to backfire. He actually became the president of the Khmer Republic in March of 1972, but in April of 1975, he was driven out of the country. Let's go take a walk to his grave. It's right here. You say, what's he doing here? Good question. What happened was in 1974-75, his government, the Khmer Republic, was fighting against Khmer Rouge. And these were communist insurgents. And see, the North Vietnam had a vital interest in Cambodia because they wanted the countryside to run their supplies and troops into South Vietnam. We were using Cambodia to run our supplies and troops into North Vietnam. The problem is the Cambodian people did not side with Mr. Lon Nol, and so they essentially drove him out. So the Khmer Rouge insurgents won against this guy. The Khmer Republic fell in 1975. It was about a year after Saigon fell in South Vietnam, and many South Vietnamese fled the country. So this was about a year later. So at this time, the communists got firm control of this area. Lon Nol and his wife and family, while Phnom Penh, the capital, was under siege, they got on a plane and managed to flee. First they went to, I forget where it was. That's right, first they went to Indonesia, and then they eventually went to Hawaii, and then to the United States, and they settled here, right here in Fullerton, California. And this is where he died. He was only 72 when he died. He had a heart condition. He had been suffering at least one stroke at the time, and he was buried with very, very little pomp. very, very little recognition because the Cambodian people rejected this guy. So this is a prime minister and a president that took brief control of a country and failed. And he was our ally at the time, so we took him in, the United States, and here he is. This is his wife right next to him. Her name is Savannah Lon Nol. They were married. She was 30 years younger than he was. But yeah, they were married. Her tombstone says, "Gone from our sights, but never our minds. Gone from our touch, but never our hearts. We will cherish our memories of you. Love you with all of our hearts." So she died much more recently. Of course, President Lon Nol died in 1985. From what I read, this guy was pretty much incapacitated by the time he died. He was homebound, pushed around in a wheelchair. Yeah, he really was. I mean, it was quite a fall from the power he had. I mean, he fancied himself as one of the military greats of history, but no, he was quickly overturned and overrun. See, if in any country, if you're the president, king, if you don't have the love and the backing of the people, you have nothing. You can use all the force you want, all the military might you want, but if the people are not for you, if they're against you, too bad. Anyway, this is the Lon Nol family. You would think they'd, be buried elsewhere, but no, they're here in Southern California. A piece of history in my backyard.